Hi everyone, welcome to the second video of this series. This is a guide to purchase online or ready-made furniture. But before we go on, please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon and don't forget to like the video. Purchasing online furniture is very common among clients and designers, but a lot needs to be checked while doing that so that you can make a vigilant decision and a safe one. So the second point in the series is how to read product descriptions, and I'm going to talk about this with some examples. So let's start with the Amazon site. Here I've already typed in furniture because I'm going to be talking more on furniture. So with that you can decide. So maybe I'm just going to take up any random furniture. I'm going to be speaking about it because I don't want to be talking about any specific brand out here or anything. I just want to give you an overall view on what you need to read when it comes to product descriptions. So example, I've taken a recliner sofa out here. So when you click on the product, you will go on to the page which gives you more details about that product. So here you will see last time I spoken about the brand. Now let's see what other product descriptions you need to look at. So first you have to find out whether there is some assembly required, then the exact product dimensions, because many a times the dimensions are given in inches, sometimes they're given in centimeters, sometimes in meters. So you have to be very careful about what the exact dimensions are, because you need to cross check whether that area is available in your particular living room or area where you want to keep this. So don't forget to check the exact detailed dimensions. You can go a little more in research on what the seat height is, seat depth is, if stuff like that has already been given. A lot of people are becoming very detailed about the information that they're giving. Then what kind of a sofa is it? It's a recliner over here, you can see. Then the armrest and styles are given. The pattern is given. The cushioning, whether it is on the sides and the back, that has also been given. The seating capacity has been given. The many a times the style and the framing needs to be seen. So maybe your furniture is all wooden and it is in a modern style, so maybe what you're choosing is right. Then the shape is an L shape. Now you go further down and you will find that there's a lot of information given on the upholstery of the material, the color of the upholstery, then what the packaging, it's going to come in packed boxes, so what all that is, and whether it needs to be assembled by you or whether the people will be coming and assembling it. So such kind of preliminary information is already given here. So you need to check out all that. Now let's see another piece. I was talking about a sofa just now. Now let's see some side table or some kind of a storage cabinet. Again, out here you can see all the images. You will find the image in which the exact dimensions have been given here. Both the dimensions have been given in centimeters and inches, and a comparison to a human form has also been given so that you get an idea how tall or short it is. Then there are colors that are available, so that also you can check on. The brand has been stated over here. As I told you last video, you can check up the brand. Then the color has been given. Material as engineered wood has been given. Now you have to understand that engineered wood is not wood. Engineered wood is particle board, fiber board, so it is much more weaker than even plyboard. So you have to make an informed decision. Product dimensions, whether it's floor mounting or it has to be fixed into the wall, where it could be put in, like in a bedroom it can be installed, and what all comes with it, that has also been given. A installation manual has been given. Now you can also see what kind of style it will suit, what is the shape, it's a proper rectangular shape, and then more details about the product dimensions, its length in inches and centimeters, the width in inches and centimeters, and the height. So all this needs to be cross-checked whether this is going to fit into your room before you order it. Then the material as engineered wood has been given as particle board with pre-lam. So it's a pre-laminated particle board which are much weaker than HDF or MDF, so you have to make an informed decision here. Also, whether it's glossy or matte, what is the color, how the cleaning should be done, that also has been stated over here so that nothing goofs up. And then the reviews have also been given, whether people who purchased it, how do they find it. So this is one way of studying any piece of furniture that you're going to see. Now let's take an example. Now this is a wardrobe. It's nearly a 20,000 wardrobe, so I would like to talk about it because it's a huge purchase. 20,000 is not a small amount. So when you're making a decision like this, what exactly are you going to see is all the details of that wardrobe that have been given in this purchase manual. So over here again you can see that it is a drawer. It has two choices here, one with a loft, one without a loft. So I have chosen the one with no loft. Then you have, or you can also see what kind of doors, 4 doors with or without mirror. Those choices have also been given out here. So whatever I am going to click, and if I'm going to add on some accessories which are going to be fitting into this, I have a choice of ordering that also. Now when I go into the details, I can see that it is a Colombian walnut finish. It is again engineered wood. And then the sizes in centimeters over here have been given. So you need to check in the image, an inches size also has been given. So suppose you want to cross check centimeters and inches, again a comparison with a human figure has been given. So all these things have to be actually put into perspective in your particular living room or area where you want to mount it. So my advice is you try to chalk this out with a paper tape on the floor in that room that you want to put it in, and actually see whether these sizes are fitting before you purchase them, because even after opening the door, if it is banging against your bed or something like that, this is going to create a problem. So all these dimensions need to be checked. Then there are other details about this item, about the delivery dates, the wood that has been used, the internal storage, what is the internal dimensions, external dimensions. One is the internal dimensions and one are the product dimensions. So whether they are going to fit in the room or not, that the product dimensions is what you need to see, not the internal dimensions, because the outer dimensions matter if they are going to be fitting into that space. Sometimes you have some column jutting out or your beam jutting out. So these things need to be cross-checked before you're making the purchase, because after the wardrobe comes and then you realize, oh, there's a column in the corner and now the wardrobe is not fitting. It doesn't make sense. So these are just few examples I have taken. Now let's take a bed. I wanted to just cover quickly all types of furniture items. That's why I have taken them in series. I'll be talking about a bed out here. Now here you can see this is nearly a 25,000 bed. So it's a huge purchase again. So I'll just like to talk about how you will be buying a bed if you're buying one. Now in bed, you have to see whether you want it with storage or without storage. What is the kind of material you're looking for? Now the main supporting system of this bed is metal. It has been given as a metal queen size bed and it has a hydraulic storage. So you have understood that the metal framing is going to be there and there is going to be a hydraulic system so that storage can be done. There are 3 sizes which are available. A single size is much smaller than a queen or a king size. So again, check the exact dimensions, mark it out in the bedroom whether these dimensions are fitting and they're not banging against any other piece of furniture. The product dimensions is what you need to see. So they have been given here in centimeters. So you can cross check that. In case you want it in inches, you can convert it and put it in inches. Then special features like what is available and what is not available with the product, that has also been specified. You can see there's a headboard. There is a cushioning that has been done to the headboard. Even what kind of material the headboard has, that is ivory with cream cushion, has been specified. So there are no surprises when you're choosing it. You know exactly what is going to come, what are the pieces that are going to be included in it. Like you have the headboard, you have the back piece, you have the bottom sheets, you have the bottom piece, the support piece, the top sheet. So everything with the hydraulic pair, everything has been specified. So again, as I told you, you can cross check when this thing comes on site. If there are any problems, you can inform them while checking or while assembling them. You can also, when you're opening the product, you can make a video of it so that the person, if there are any things missing, that video can become a proof for you. So I always like that we film that particular product, because it's an online purchase. You don't want to take any chances. So you can also see that there is a certain weight that has been given about what is the weight of the product and what is the weight that is allowed on the product while using. So it should not exceed 250 kgs, otherwise the product can bend, it can break. So both the things need to be checked. Then you are talking about the dimensions, the material, the size, then the various finishes on the material. All that has been given in the more details about this item. So you can see that it is made, the metal frame is made of wrought iron. So if you have a doubt whether it's stainless steel or MS, then it has clearly been stated that it is wrought iron. Then you can also check up what wrought iron is in case you have any doubts. Then the hydraulic system has been given here. You can see that no specific brand has been given for the hydraulic system. So it might also be a local piece. Then the assembly instructions have also been given, and all the necessary accessories are there with, and a doorstep assembly is not included is what has already been stated. So you might have to assemble it yourself, or you might have to go call in a carpenter. So these details have already been given during the product description. Now let's look at IKEA. Now in IKEA also the products are pretty expensive, so you again have to make a very informed decision. Now if I'm just scrolling down onto this website, I can see there are a lot of items out here. So I would randomly just pick up an item which I feel is costly, so that I can tell you how you should check the product description. So I've picked up this bed. It is nearly 43,000 rupees. So I would really like to make an informed decision if I am going to order this bed online. I don't want any surprises, so I'm going to look at each thing in detail. So I know the size that has been given, I have seen the rating that has been given, I have seen that the mattress does not come along with the bed. Then I have colors over here, and I can see that the colors, if I'm ordering some other color besides white, it is going to be charged additional. So that detail has also been given. Then I am going to go down and see whether there are other sizes. Yes, there is another size, but again the price of that size is higher than the standard one that I can see. So again, that can become an informed decision. When I go to the payment page, I won't be surprised. Then I can go and check whether the delivery is available in that particular pin code of my area that I stay in, because before you choose anything, you would want to know whether it's going to be delivered in that area that you stay. Again, in store, if you're going to go and purchase it, look at it online and purchase it from some specific store, then also whether in that particular store it is available, those details can also be checked, whether you need to collect it or whether it is available in stock, when can it be delivered. Then if you are going to be taking it home yourself, how many packages are it going to be, what is the overall weight of those packages. So in case you are hiring a tempo or something like that, then you also know what kind of a size of a tempo you need, so that you have to take this particular bed home. So you don't want to be stalled over there in the showroom and don't know how to carry the piece home. So if you can make an informed decision about the product during the product description and reading the instructions properly, it really helps. So after this, now I would like to read more about the product. I can already see a lot of images out here, but definitely I would like to go more into detail and find out what the material is, what the finishing is, because many a times photographs can be deceptive. You might not get the real feel of the product. So I always like to go in for the description part. So here I can see that it is a freestanding bed, and the headboard can just rest against the wall. You don't need to fix it into the wall or fix it into the floor anyway. It's a freestanding piece, and the delivery and assembly prices are not included in the product. Now in the product detail, again you are seeing the price, you are seeing a lot of other things, generic things about the product, not really details about the material or anything like that, but still you're getting a pretty good information about what this product is going to be doing, who the designer is, which country does it come from. So that all can be seen, and there is a code for every product. Now it has also been stated what is not included. So mattress and bed linens are not included in this part. Then the what is included has also been given. Then the material and care. So material is every piece has been told what it is made of, whether it is particle board, fiber board, what is the finishing, what is the structure of the internal board. Then like it has different parts, so there's a headboard, there's a bed base, there is a bed side, there's a slant base, there's a bottom panel. So there are parts to this bed, and every part has been specified, because you're not sure again whether what you're reading at the top is carried forward to all the parts. So if there is some other material, that gets specified because they've broken it down into different parts. Also, they have specified what care needs to be taken, how it needs to be cleaned. Then there's safety compliances. Again, there is a certain weight that needs to be maintained on this bed, because over and above that, it might tend to sag, break. So that has also been given to you. And the assembly instructions have also been given to you. So in the product description, it is really covering everything that you need to know about this bed. So after going through this entire thing, you are making a very wise and very informed decision. There are no surprises when this bed comes to your place. Are ye kaise, wo kaise, these things don't happen. Now you go into the measurement part. Again, you can see the inside depth, inside width, and inside height, because that is where your storage space is going to be. So you need to know whether, suppose you have very big suitcases, so you need to know this inside space. At the same time, you need to know the outer spaces also, because that much of floor space should be available to you. Or if suppose you're going to have two columns jutting out from either side, then you can see whether this bed is going to be fitting into the space between the two columns, or whether there is a cupboard or a side table or something like that you're also looking for. Then knowing the outer dimensions really is important, as well as the inner dimensions, because it is a storage bed. If suppose it didn't have storage, then it didn't matter really, because then the suitcases just could be dumped under the bed. But otherwise, you need to again decide whether the two sizes that are available, which one is fitting better. Then in the packaging, they have again said how many packets are going to come when this product is delivered. So it's going to be delivered in 4 packages, and in every package what is going to be present has also been given in detail. So such kind of a detailed information and description about the product really sets you at ease, you are really confident about what is going to be delivered at your place. And then you have the reviews, which I've already spoken about and I'll be speaking about in the future also, but you can see the reviews are really good. So you can really go ahead and decide whether you want to make such a big investment, because 44,000 rupees is a big amount, and you don't want to be ending into surprises or unhappy. Then the reviews have also been given over here. Now some of the reviews are good, but there is one review that I noticed was not good, but you can see the response that has been given by IKEA for the bad review that it got, and they would definitely try to solve the problem, and you can get in touch with them and get whatever problem is rectified. So it is extremely customer friendly, they're very transparent, and it is a good place to make a purchase, an informed purchase. Of course, whether it is worth 43,000 or no, that's another thing, but at least when you have decided to buy it, you're sure about what you're buying. So this way you can go into any product that you can see on their website and go into the details and read about the product. Now I've taken another website where people commonly buy furniture, Urban Ladder, as an example. Now over here again, when I type into the search bar, let's see I'm looking for something in the dining area. So I'm just scrolling through and I can see there are a lot of options for dining furniture. So over here I've seen that there is a piece of item which is pretty expensive. So I would like to see how to make an informed decision about that. So I have clicked onto that and I have gone into the details of that. So I can see it is expandable dining table with 6 or 8 seaters in it. Images of every piece individually have also been given, so I would first like to scroll through and see whether it suits the design and style that I'm looking for my client, and it's an expandable one which my client is looking for. So I would also like to go into the details of seeing how the finishing is, seeing it more in detail, and I can zoom out and zoom in and see the details of that over here. So it takes me some time to really study this so that I can recommend it to a client. Again, the details of the sizes along with a reference of a human image have been given. So I know exactly what size I'm looking for. So it helps me make a decision whether I need to purchase this or not. And the client is also looking for a ready-made piece here. So it becomes simple for me. Now I would like to go into the product details. Now preliminary, what I see out here is the basic information about the dimensions, about the product origin, about where or who is actually the manufacturer, who is importing it, where it is marketed, who is it being sold by. All these preliminary decisions and instructions are already given, but what is more important for me is now going into the details of the product, that is the reading all the product description in detail before I purchase, because as I told you, this is like a huge purchase for the client, and if I'm going to be spending 80,000-90,000 rupees, I really need to be sure. So these are the various tabs which I will be studying in detail. First I'll go to the features tab. Here you can see that so generic information about this table is given in the features, that what is the material of the chair, how big is it, expandable, if it is a basic 6-seater and then it can be expanded into an 8-seater, it is only for indoor use. Now what is really interesting is the properties, where more details about this. So it's a freestanding one, it's a rectangular piece, the legs are made of chrome. Then the other material, whether it's metal or it's wood, that has been given, whether it's upholstered or not upholstered, what is the fabric, what is the brand of the fabric, it's a Doris fabric, so that has also been given over here. So these are decisions that I need to, so whether I'm looking for a metal finish or I want a wooden finish or I want a laminated finish, reading these will actually be telling me. Then if it's a glass top, then what is the size of the glass top, what is the seater expandable size, whether it's high gloss or matte finish. These details are going to be helping me to take a decision. So after the properties, I can go into the care instructions, the warranty, the returns, and the quality promises, which are going to be there. So let's look at the care instructions now. Again, I need to be telling these care instructions to the client because as a designer, I'm proposing this. So what the client needs to do and shouldn't do is what I need to talk to the client about. Then the warranty periods also, I have to be very clear and get it approved from the client before I purchase this. Or even if the client is doing it directly himself, he needs to or she needs to see the warranties and the return policies, because again, warranty and return policies is something I'll be talking more in detail in my other videos also. Here there is a color choice also. There were blue chairs and now there are dark gray chairs also available, so I would like to check that also. I'm basically telling you that when you are looking at the product description, you need to talk about or see all the details that have been given by that particular online platform. You don't just go out there and so whether you're making an online purchase for yourself or you're doing it for a client, you have to go through the details, which is all the product descriptions. Don't just look at the size and the cost and the overall look. Please read everything before you're making a decision. It really makes a lot of difference. Hope you like the second video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming up with the third point soon. Don't miss any of the points in this series. There are about 37 points that I'll be talking about. So let's meet you there.